Hey people, it's me, Dr. Ray, and it is Friday evening. I don't even really know what today's date is. I think it's like the 26th or something. Yeah, the 26th. So I just wanted to check in with you all. So much has been going on in my life, just in regards to transitions, and I kind of spoke about that in my last video. And so I would have been doing this live tonight for the first time because I know that I need to get caught up with the rest of the world out there in social media. I have some friends who are also excuse me, business owners who I feel like they kind of keep me on my toes because if it's up to me, I will continue to use YouTube and what's this Facebook. But now Facebook has a new feature. Here I am giving free publicity for the Facebook Live feature, but it seems like it's something that's kind of neat. And one of my best friends, she's actually now on Periscope, and I've been taking my time getting on there too, but I guess I need to just get with the times, right, and go live. So anyway, I'm not live right now, but I just wanted to still make a video and check in with everyone and just kind of talk a little bit more about transitions. I guess without revealing too much about what's been happening in my personal life, even though I know some of you all who I know personally kind of know exactly what's been going on. But saying all that to say that even when you go through those life transitions, you have to keep the faith. You have to stay grounded in your faith. And because the word of God says in Hebrews 11:6, it says that without faith, it is impossible to please God. So what does that really mean? It means that we have to trust God in the transition. It means that, Lord, I don't quite understand this and why I'm going through this. It could be a job change. It could be, someone in your family is really sick, that, could be dying. That's also a life transition. It can be anything. It can be the loss of a relationship, whatever it is. None of our lives are perfect. Not even the most well put together person, the most educated person, or whoever that is that you just think, hey, he or she has it going on. You don't know. They could be going through some kind of internal battle, and some people aren't as open. Some people aren't all on Facebook, telling their business and their life story. Some people aren't trying to brand a business or sell books, talking about myself, or whatever it is that you do. You never know what people are going through. And so I just want to encourage anyone out there that's going through whatever you're going through, that you just have to trust God in the transition. And so once again, I said that, my friends, they really, and my family, they really hold me accountable to the goals that I set for myself, not only this year, but excuse me, last year and in previous years. And it's kind of like that battle within, between good and bad, between positive and negative. That every negative thought cancels out every positive thought. And so we just really got to trust God in that transition. And so even with the transition, I wrote this down because I didn't want to forget to say it, that what's going on the outside of your life is actually a reflection of what's going on inside of your life. And excuse me, my aunt was here last week for a couple of weeks, and she had to get in my face and tell me about myself. And I'm like, I didn't want to hear it, but she was telling the truth. It's kind of like you can't be over here and over there and thinking about this and thinking about that and trying to help other people, when really you got to help yourself. Because when you're and I always say this, when you're your best self, you can better help others. That's just the way it is. And sometimes in helping others, you help yourself. So I don't know who that's for. But I'm just saying, just don't give up. And if we can clean up what's going on inside of our brains, then the rest of our life will get in line with that. If we get focused on what we really want to do, what our next step is going to be, what our next move is going to be, even in the transition, then we'll have a good outcome and a good result. We're going to get whatever it is that we meditate on and think about. And so I think that's all that I have. I just wanted to say, get clear and just stay focused, because some of us, we've been around this, we've been through this. more than once, whatever it is. It could be a relationship issue. You've been around that mountain and that block a couple times. It could be something in with your employment. You've been around that block a couple of times. And something else that came to me is that, and I may have talked about this before, is that even in your employment, it's about you, but it's not. Sometimes it's just meant for you that God will place you in a certain job for you to learn something that's going to help you on your next job or in your business as an entrepreneur. But sometimes God has people specifically assigned to you, meaning he sent you to that place to help the coworkers and the customers and the clients. And so you really you got to pray about it. You want to be able to hear God's voice for yourself. And that's really what I am learning to do and what I have to do for myself, even for myself. Instead of, I'm not saying don't seek counsel. Don't seek counsel on major decisions in your life, like decisions to relocate, decisions to get married. Even you may need to get business advice because you want things to be right. You don't want to just keep doing this and doing that willy-nilly and not really having done your research. One of my mentors tells me all the time, you got to do your research. You just can't keep jumping out here doing things. And so it's crucial because when you don't set your business up right, when you hop into the wrong relationship too soon, you can stunt your growth and you can actually set yourself back. And so I think that's all I have to say for today. I know this video was kind of all over the place, but I wanted to check in. So whatever you're going through, that trust God in that transition, and remember that you will please God with your faith. And I'm not saying don't do what your heart is calling you to do. Like, when it's time to move from a new city, to relocate, you will start to really know if the person you're dating, if that relationship is going towards marriage. So I'm not saying don't do what you want to do, but I'm also saying to seek wisdom, seek godly counsel, but most importantly, pray and seek and ask God. And my cousin just had this talk with me last night. He's a man of God. He said, you have to keep asking God, Lord, if this is you, you show me. So that's all I'm saying. Trust God in the transition and have faith in all of your decisions and your ideals. Love yourself, love your life, love your life. I love you guys. Hopefully, maybe next time this will actually be a live video. I gotta get with the technology and the times. All right, thanks for the love and support. And I'll make another video so you can learn more about my new nonprofit organization for women. Thank you. Bye. Oops. Okay, looks like I don't even know how to work my phone these days. Bye.